It's till 9 o'clock tonight. Say hello to the person beside you, in front of you, behind you, if you don't already know them. Tell them a little bit about yourself, where you're from. That no need to tell them what you had for breakfast. And then it makes it very easy for me, if we are missing somebody, to try and figure out who it is. So, you can talk now. That's better. What are we doing for the day? We are in the best city in the country. We are in Galway city. Galway is the 5th biggest city in the country, and I'm talking about now on the island of Ireland. It's the 5th biggest. The biggest, we all know, is Dublin. It's the capital of the country. So 2nd biggest city is Belfast, 3rd biggest city is Cork, 4th biggest city is Limerick, and number 5 then is Galway. There's 79,000 people that live in Galway all year round, and about between 30 and 35,000 students come in for 3rd level education every year into Galway. Every student, when they are deciding where they want to go for colleges, they do want to come to Galway, so they do. It is the student population of Ireland. So no matter what's going on in the country, it always goes on here an awful lot better, and nobody can compete with us when we want to throw a party. We throw the mother of all parties. And the biggest example of that is Galway Docks behind me. We drove around it there this morning. We have a race that goes on all over the world once every 4 years. It's called the Volvo Ocean Race, and we have the finishing stages of it for the last 2 years, and we have been told that no matter what route it takes, where it goes, it'll always finish in Galway, because nobody can match us for a party. So that's why Galway is so good, and that's proof that Galway is so good at throwing a party. Now, in Galway City we have 4 hospitals and we have 2 colleges. Well, they're not technically both colleges. One is a university and one is a technical college, but I call them both colleges. Because at the end of the day, if you go in, you do your study, you come out with your qualification, you have the same qualification whether it was the university or the technical college. The one thing that's guaranteed here though for students when they come here, whether they come from abroad or whether they are Irish themselves, when you come to Galway, we teach you how to drink properly. That's very important. I don't know why traffic is heavy this morning. It shouldn't be, because there's no schools on. Now folks, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get most of the talk out of the way before we get to the Cliffs of Moher. So when we're driving around and through an area called the Burren, because we drive through the Burren, it is an area, it's one of our 6 national parks. We have to go through it to get to the cliffs, so you're going to see the cliffs and you're going to see the area called the Burren. So when we get out there, it's about halfway through our journey, we go driving through that, and around 2 o'clock we should be at the cliffs, or a little bit before it. Now fingers crossed that liquid sunshine that's fallen, that goes away. We don't want that to be falling now when we get to the cliffs. So a few rules and things on the bus, folks. I told the people coming down from Dublin that there is a toilet on board. Halfway down on my side is a toilet, down the stairs. Open the door in front of you, you'll go to the Term Academy, you'll never have to worry about a toilet ever again. It is the door on the left. They're not unisex. Well, they are unisex, but one person at a time. Lads, fully seated performance is recommended and advised. So that's all I'm allowed to do. Well, I'm allowed to have my dinner as well, but I can't have any alcohol. So if I'm not allowed to have any alcohol, you have 2 choices. You can either support me and have no alcohol, or you have to have a minimum of 2 drinks. 1 for me and 1 for you. So if you agree that you will do one of those 2 options, we will go to the pub. Right, okay, come on. Round of applause, folks, for our orchestra. Right, one stands on the step, one sit on the seat, and one sit on this step. Here, lady, slow down. Where you're from, what your name is, and if you're single.
Where are you from? I am from Chicago. My name is Corey, and I am single. My name is Georgia, and I'm from San Francisco, and I am single.
And my name is Maddie, and I am from Dallas. I am also single.
Woo! Single ladies!
I just don't know how. I don't know the words.
Can we look up? Can we have words? Okay.
Okay, ready? Okay, we will be singing Jingle Bells for everyone, because that's all we know. Okay.
Ready? 1.
Participation is encouraged.
2, 3. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. All the fields we go, laughing all the way. Ha, ha, ha. Until rain, making spirits bright. What fun it is to oh, jingle bells.
All right, thank you.
All right, ladies, that was an experience. A good experience, I'd say, of a group singing on the bus all year. I'd say you got the best. I didn't think you were going to stop for a minute, but well done. So folks, that is for the new people that joined us. That's what happens if you're late coming back to the bus. So now that those 3 girls have started a tradition, there'll be no excuses. You cannot get on the bus and say you cannot sing. You will be singing if you're late. Alright folks, so this is the old road. If you're going to Dublin or anything going east of Galway City would have always come out. Now we have a motorway, but this was the old, we call it the Galway Dublin road. So everything that used to go east out of the city would have to come in and out this road once upon a time. But up at the far side of traffic lights, we have on the right hand side, just past the lights, we have our first hospital that you're going to see. We have 4